Welcome to Lucid Sigma Female. I like to start my day with a quote. Here is one to take home. Aging is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunity and strength. Betty Friedan. Beautiful people, let's get something straight. Society has been selling us a lie. We've been conditioned to believe that youth is the peak of a woman's life, that as she grows older, she somehow loses value. But what if I told you that for a Sigma female, aging isn't a decline, it's an evolution? See, while others may struggle with the fear of aging, the Sigma female thrives. With every passing year, she sharpens her mind, refines her strength, and cultivates wisdom that sets her apart from the rest. She doesn't just age, she levels up. And today, we're going to unpack 10 reasons why older Sigma females only get better with age. By the time we're done, you'll see why Sigma women are like fine wine, not just aging, but mastering life with every passing year. And hey, before we dive in, smash that like button, subscribe, and join this community. Because trust me, this is the kind of knowledge that will change the way you see yourself and the world. Let's get it. Number 1, they master the art of independence. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. Michelle de Montaigne. When a Sigma female is young, she often struggles with societal pressures. Be more like this, act more like that. But as she ages, she shakes off those expectations like dust. She becomes fully independent, mentally, emotionally, and financially. She no longer seeks external validation because she knows that true power comes from within. Think of Maya Angelou, a woman who, throughout her life, embodied independent thought, wisdom, and strength. She didn't chase trends or let society define her worth. Instead, she lived on her own terms and became one of the most respected voices in literature and activism. Likewise, an older Sigma female isn't trying to fit in. She walks alone, but she is never lonely. Number 2, they become emotionally unshakable. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Roy T. Bennett. When she was younger, she might have been affected by criticism, gossip, or emotional manipulation. But as she matures, she becomes untouchable. She has seen it all: betrayals, disappointments, heartbreaks. And instead of breaking her, these experiences have fortified her. According to Dr. Susan David, author of Emotional Agility, people who develop emotional resilience are less reactive and more strategic in their responses. Older Sigma females embody this principle perfectly. They don't engage in petty arguments or let negativity drain their energy. Instead, they choose peace over chaos, wisdom over impulsivity. Number 3, their confidence becomes untouchable. Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Peter T. McIntyre. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And for Sigma females, confidence is a byproduct of experience. When they were younger, they might have doubted themselves. But now, they know their worth, and they walk with undeniable self-assurance. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger effect, the idea that incompetent people overestimate their abilities, while highly competent people tend to underestimate themselves. Older Sigma females break free from this trap. They own their knowledge, embrace their strengths, and have no need to prove anything to anyone. Number 4, they see through everyone's BS. The first step to getting what you want is having the courage to get rid of what you don't. Zig Ziglar. When a Sigma female walks into a room, she doesn't just see people, she reads them. Years of experience have sharpened her intuition like a blade. She knows when someone is being fake, when a friend is secretly envious, or when a romantic partner is being manipulative. Studies on social intelligence show that women, in general, have a higher capacity for emotional perception than men. Now, add the Sigma mindset to that, and you have a woman who can detect deception with razor-sharp accuracy. This is why older Sigma females cut toxic people out with ease. They simply don't have time for the nonsense. Number 5, they no longer fear change. They thrive on it. Change is the only constant in life. Heraclitus. While others cling to the past, Sigma females embrace the future. They don't just adapt to change, they ride it like a wave. They've learned that change isn't something to fear, it's an opportunity to grow. Look at Oprah Winfrey, a woman who continuously reinvented herself throughout her career, refusing to be boxed into one role. Likewise, older Sigma females don't fear transformation. They welcome it because they know it makes them stronger. 6. They build a life that's true to them. No more pretending. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let's keep it real. Most people spend their lives pretending. They put on fake smiles, force fake friendships, and live fake lives just to avoid judgment. But older Sigma females, they burn the script society hands them and write their own. In their younger years, they might have played along with societal norms just to get by. Maybe they bit their tongue at work when they disagreed with the boss. Maybe they went to parties they hated because their friends insisted. Maybe they even stayed in relationships that no longer served them because they were afraid of being alone. But as they age, all of that nonsense stops. They reach a point where they realize that life is too short to live for anyone but themselves. They strip away the masks, cut off the toxic people, and start living unapologetically. Dr. Brené Brown, the best-selling author and researcher on vulnerability, says that living authentically is the key to true happiness and fulfillment. When people suppress who they truly are, it creates inner turmoil and stress. Sigma females don't have that problem because they own their truth. If they love reading instead of clubbing, they embrace it. If they prefer deep conversations over small talk, they don't apologize for it. If they don't want to follow society's timeline for marriage, kids, or career choices, they throw that timeline in the trash. And that's why they only get better with age, because they finally live for themselves, not for the world. Number 7, they have zero tolerance for toxicity, your drama, your problem. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Unknown. Look, when Sigma females were younger, they might have had more patience for people's nonsense. They might have entertained toxic friendships out of politeness, put up with manipulative relationships, or tolerated coworkers who drained their energy. But as they grow older, they become allergic to drama. The science behind this mindset shift. According to a study by psychologist Dr. Jeffrey Karp, as people age, they develop social pruning, a process where they naturally start cutting off unfulfilling relationships and focusing only on meaningful connections. Sigma females, they're the queens of social pruning. Fake friends? Gone. Energy vampires? Blocked. Manipulative partners? Deleted. They don't explain themselves. They don't feel guilty. They just walk away because their peace is non-negotiable. And here's the funny part. When they start doing this, people get confused. Toxic people are used to emotional reactions, arguments, and begging. But a Sigma female, she just disappears. 1 minute you're in her life, the next you're looking at her last scene on WhatsApp, wondering where you went wrong. She doesn't have time for toxicity because she's too busy building a life she actually enjoys. Number 8, they become masters of self-improvement, the ultimate glow-up. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Thomas Jefferson. Here's something that separates Sigma females from the rest of the world. While most people get older and settle, Sigma females get older and upgrade. They sharpen their minds. They refine their skills. They evolve constantly. A lot of people hit a certain age and say, I am who I am. Sigma females? They say, I am who I choose to become. Lifelong learning, the Sigma edge. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that continuous learning helps prevent cognitive decline and keeps the brain sharp as people age. That's why older Sigma females are always reading, exploring new ideas, and reinventing themselves. They take courses just because they're curious. They learn new skills because growth excites them. They travel to new places to expand their perspectives. They don't wait for life to happen to them. They actively shape their own evolution. And because of this, they don't just age, they transform. While others are stuck in their old ways, they become the kind of women who command respect the moment they walk into a room. Number 9, they command respect without saying a word. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. There's something undeniable about an older Sigma female. She doesn't have to say much, but when she walks in, people notice. Why? Because her presence speaks louder than words. She doesn't seek attention, but she gets it anyway. She doesn't try to be intimidating, but people know better than to test her. And she doesn't demand respect. She commands it effortlessly. Dr. Amy Cuddy, a Harvard psychologist, talks about presence, a state of deep inner confidence that makes others respect you without you having to force it. Sigma females? They embody this effortlessly. They don't explain themselves. They don't chase approval. They don't engage in pointless debates. And because of this, when they speak, people listen. They're the type of woman who walks into a boardroom and makes the whole room pause. Not because she's loud, not because she's trying to impress anyone, but because she carries herself like someone who doesn't need to prove anything. Number 10, they're finally free to be themselves, and they love it. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you truly are. Joseph Campbell. When Sigma females were younger, they might have worried about how they were perceived. Am I too different? Do people think I'm weird? Should I try to fit in more? But now, they could not care less. They embrace who they are fully and unapologetically. Most people live trapped by societal expectations. What to wear, how to act when to settle down. But older Sigma females, they break those chains. They don't dress to impress others. They dress for themselves. They don't seek approval. They approve of themselves. They don't worry about being understood because they're at peace with being one of a kind. And that's the final reason why they only get better with age. Because while everyone else is still seeking validation, they've already found what truly matters: freedom. Beautiful people, here's the truth. Sigma females don't just age. They evolve, they upgrade, they thrive. And the older they get, the more unstoppable they become. So if this resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and join this community of self-made, high-value individuals. And remember, you don't owe the world an explanation. Just be who you were meant to be. Having said this, I'll see you in the next one. Stay legendary.